Too many RV owners are getting robbed, and it's not by thieves, it's by their own insurance companies. Every year, RVers are hit with denied claims, and in some cases, flat out fraudulent denials. And when that happens, you're left with thousands of dollars in repairs, stranded with your rig you can't use, while the company you paid to protect you walks away. Insurance is supposed to give you peace of mind, but instead, it's become a battlefield full of loopholes and fine print designed to work against you. So here's a real question. How do you know if your claim was denied legitimately or if you're being taken advantage of? And what can you actually do about it before it's too late? For someone who owns RV collision repair facilities who, 80% of our revenue is insurance work. I've dealt with tens of thousands of claims over the past 20 years. I've dealt with them all, from Progressive to National General to State Farm to Farmers Foremost, you name it, I've dealt with them. We have done millions and millions of work for these insurance companies. So my insight is not just based on opinion, but experience and facts. One of the first things I want to start off with is how insurance companies take advantage of, assessing a unit at the owner's residence without a proper RV repair inspector, adjuster, or service advisor present. They really love doing this because there's a couple things that they can get away with if you so choose to accept their offer. Okay. One, the labor rate is always going to be much lower than your territory's average labor rate at an RV repair facility. Two, if they don't see it and you don't see it, it didn't happen. And let me tweak this a little bit differently. If they don't mention that they saw it, it didn't happen. And let's be frank, as RV owners, you're not supposed to be educated on storm damage, collision damage, hail damage, wind damage, fire damage. That's not what you bought an RV for. You bought your RV to enjoy it, and you insured it to secure your investment. Because although it's maybe not a financial investment unless you're moving into it to save some money, it's still an investment in time, fun, and family memories, which I believe is more important than the financial investment aspect of it. But, we rely and we trust that our insurance company has or just has the best intentions in general. But, don't be fooled. Okay. Don't be fooled. They are there because it's a business that makes money, just like my business is. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to make money to operate a business, right? But, they're not there to investigate what to claim for your damage. They're there to investigate how they can deny the claim of the damage. Let's be frank. If they find an opportunity to get out of a claim, they will. Okay? Now, they love also, using a ploy on words. Rot, water damage. They do not, well, they actually love it when the customer says that because it's practically a right of refusal at that point for them to be able to deny your claim due to what they would consider lack of maintenance. Now, that doesn't make the adjusters bad people by any means. We get along with them great. They're doing their job, and that's to create the lowest covered estimate and claims that they can. So once again, if they can catch a customer at their resident without a professional there, they can very easily deny claims and or approve it and give you a check in hopes that you're not going to take it to a shop. But if you do, there's what you call a supplemental process, which is, where we take over and deliver an estimate that will actually get your repair fixed. Okay. Uh, you know, they use a little tomfoolery. Okay. Once again, if they don't said they see it, if they don't say they see it, then, well, it didn't happen. So my first recommendation on that aspect is, if you don't live in the rig, get it to a repair facility. Let the professionals handle it for you, and hopefully the repair facility that you're taking it to are professional. There's a lot of dirty actors in the RV repair business that, should not be anywhere near repairing your home on wheels. Especially these days, anybody can, start up a shop. It's just, it's too easy. So, but these are whole house on wheels, and it really takes dedicated, authority and service experts to handle the claim process, warranty processes, and actually finish doing the repair correctly so that you can get back to having fun or living in your rig if that's what you do. And let's be frank, RV repairs are expensive. So having coverage is very important. A new roof can cost anywhere from $7,000 to $20,000, and that's no joke. It is expensive, but it is a lot of time to get it done correctly. So, let's talk about some other things that, when you file a claim, what insurance is going to expect from you on that opening conversation. One, they're going to ask the 3 Ws. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. And that is, what happened, why did it happen, and where did it happen? Now, they're not necessarily going to, do it in that order and do it as easy as, hey, let me ask you the 3 Ws. But based on my experience, that's how I train my people, the 3 Ws. It's very important. What happened, where did it happen, and why did it happen? Okay. Another W is, when did it happen? So, there's a date of loss, DOL. They're going to ask you, when did it happen? What's the date of loss? Okay. Because they really want to do their due diligence, which they totally are earned. So, if you're in a hail event, they're going to ask you when the hail happened. And if you don't know, they're going to search the, hail reports and really try to figure out, did hail actually hit in the area and at the time, and on that RV that you're saying, they are investigating. Okay. And they're not investigating to see if you're telling the truth. They're investigating to see if they can deny it. And if they can use that by catching you saying the wrong thing, then they will double down on that all day long. So, customers, RV owners, please, if you're unsure how to file your claim, less is more. Don't let them get to asking questions that you don't know, and you just provide an answer because you think you have to. You don't. Less is more. Do not make a mistake or say the wrong word that they're going to hold you accountable for on the grounds of denial. All right. So remember the 3 Ws when you're opening up your claim so that you can hopefully be prepared to give them the correct information. All right. So, what are some other things that we're seeing out there in this, RV insurance world? We're seeing the fine print drastically changing. And this is a big deal. As more and more RV repair shops have opened up the last couple years, and in fact, in my area, 5 years ago, I was, one, I was the only shop within, let's say, 5 to 10 miles as a bird flies. There are now 8 shops within 5 to 10 miles. and some of them, once again, have no business uh, having a business. Sometimes it's just a technician that, hey, I'm going to start doing my own thing. But does that mean that they can manage a crew? Does that mean that they can do structural repairs? Do they have the know-how? Okay. Now, everybody has to start somewhere, but a lot of them are entering the RV insurance game because they see some low-hanging fruit to make a buck off their customers. And, quality matters, warranty matters, who you deal with matters. So please do your research. Make sure you're not just getting the person that can get you in the quickest, because sometimes if they don't have much work, that may be a sign. So, really take referrals seriously. People talk in the RV community, and referrals are your best, most trusted source because somebody's already been through it. Reviews are difficult because, well, there's so many fake reviews out there, and a lot of these new shops are paying people, giving you a discount for a review. Um, to me, that's still not a real review. Now we appreciate it if you take the time to review us, and maybe you'll get a reward, but you know, um, we want we want truth, transparency, and honesty throughout our growth from a small business to a large business. And we want all of our reviews to be transparent. And we even, learn from the bad reviews. What could we have done better? That's a big thing. So once again, vet your repair facility. That is another big thing, because if you don't find the right repair facility that can do the right inspection of your claim, they're going to have a tough time getting what they need from insurance to actually fulfill your repair. So, one, let's not do let's not have the claim adjusters at your house. Get it to a repair facility. Okay. Let the experts deal with the insurance adjuster so we don't miss anything. That's a really big one. And remember the 3 W's. That's going to help you out when you're opening up your claim. So, I hope this educated, you a little bit on RV insurance claims. There's a lot of scamming going out there, and sadly it's by the insurance companies, and fraudulent denials is a real thing and a term that sadly I've had to start using the last year or two a lot more. These adjusters are uh, getting very big heads and will literally agree to disagree and say water runs uphill. I mean, anything they can that can lead them to a denial. So, that's what I'm here for. Hopefully I can help, educate you in that process so that you don't get denied. Hopefully this will, hopefully you don't even have to file an insurance claim, because that means that you're in some type of incident or accident. So I don't wish that upon anybody. But if it happens, it happens. And, I want you to be prepared for it, because these big companies are taking advantage of us little guys. And I don't like that. I won't allow it in my shop. And, we're going to scrutinize the adjusters and the insurance companies just like they scrutinize us, the customer, and the RV to get away with fraudulent denials. So, I'm going to work with you guys and hopefully deliver some more content that's going to help you if any of these scenarios come across. So if you found this video helpful, check out this next one, because I promise you it's going to give you further education into being a constructive RV owner and, just living the RV life, because it is a great one with the right information. So thank you so much. Be blessed. Be safe. Hit me up if you need any help with your RV insurance claim.